In this video, we're going to look at parentheses, okay? So sometimes you might see chemical uh, formulas or chemical compounds with parentheses. So again, it's just step by step. Just take it one step at a time. First, identify your element. So we have hydrogen and sulfur, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to identify the subscripts, 2 hydrogen and 1 sulfur. And then what you're going to do is you're going to focus on the parentheses first, kind of like in math, right? Okay. This is also going to be multiplied by everything inside the parentheses. So far I have times 2, so I have a total of 4 hydrogens. 2 times the 1 sulfur gives me 2. So now we're done with that. But don't forget about your coefficient. So again, you have to multiply that. So I have a total of 8 hydrogens. That should be multiplied. And that will give us a total of 4 sulfur. Another way that you could do this is to simply, whenever you see parentheses, rewrite it so that you don't have any parentheses. Okay, that's usually what I like to do. And again, we're going to start with the parentheses, and you're going to take your elements and you're going to multiply the little subscript outside with the subscript inside. So 2 times 2 gives me 4 hydrogens. 2 times 1 gives me 2 sulfur. And then you add your coefficient. So now I have 4 hydrogens. I have 2 sulfur. Multiply both by 2 gives me 8 hydrogen and 4 sulfur. Okay, let's take a look at this next one. So we have parentheses here. So we're going to focus on parentheses first. I have Na, okay, and then 2 times this 2, because they're in parentheses. Think of math. When you have parentheses, you multiply. So I actually have Na 4. 2 times 2 is 4. O is outside the parentheses, so this subscript does not apply to it, but it does have a subscript here. It's invisible, so it's a 1. And then now you just do what you normally do. We write our elements, and we write our subscripts. All right, we're going to try this big one here. Here's my compound. I see that I have parentheses. I don't want parentheses, so I'm going to rewrite it. There's my coefficient. I'm going to put Z in. My subscript is 1. It's just invisible. Multiply it by that 2. Again, there's no subscript. I multiply it by that 2. Okay, now here we are. Identify elements and the atoms. 2 zinc, 2 oxygen. Multiply it by the coefficient, and we know that we have 4 for both of these. All right, we're going to try one last one here. Okay, so here's our entire compound. Again, focus on parentheses. We don't want parentheses. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite it without parentheses. These are not inside the parentheses, so I'm going to leave them alone. I'm going to write them exactly as I see them. 3Mg. Okay, now inside here, I have Cl with the parentheses of, with the subscript of 2. There's a subscript out here. I multiply, so I actually have MgCl6. Then I identify my elements. I have Mg, I have Cl. There is no subscript, so it's a 1. We have a subscript of 6. Now, what do we do with this coefficient? By now, you should know that we multiply both by the 3. So we actually have 3 magnesium and 18 chlorine. Okay, so in Schoology, go ahead and try your assignment.